Hello. Now we are. So we are gonna be doing some editing while we wait for the three nobles to join us. I'm gonna be working on a new project. I'm gonna create a new project. This one. I think there's only one real clip I need from this. Also, I know there's something from Ludo as well. Okay, downloads. This is a repo. Doggo, you're fine. Sorry! Yay! We get first noble. You're the patrician. And you got first, yay! I'm trying to find the I thought there was a way that you could be like, hey, Tailoniers, yeah! I'm trying to find it. I thought there was a way to like look at a clip and be like, hey, it's at this time in the video. Luna, why are you whining now? Just no. I'm trying to find where it says it is in the long term. Everyone's sleeping. Yep. Okay, yeah, 3 hours and 36 minutes in. I had a pretty funny clip last night from one of the last levels we did. Also, what is annoying... Okay. Hey, the deleted audio got reinstated. That's good. This is, you weren't in this. You were gone by the time that this clip that I'm looking at. Or unless you may have been in chat though. Why don't these link anymore? Oh, the jump rope one? That sort of sounds familiar. I'm looking at... It was a 3-hour... That's what it was. Content. Clips. Oh, Pico! Welcome back! Now we just need one more. So, sorry, it's this clip, but I want to get the more of what happened after. It's just, I used the clip command to kind of remind me of where it was. But it's that clip. Watch full video. What, 3 minutes 36 or 3 hours 36 minutes.
Here. No. What? No. Not allowed. No.
Life is not allowed around explosive. Everyone had help.
I didn't even have my help.
Even Suri's yelling. Kitchen is not allowed to have one.
Oh, but that's 2 hours. That was like the 2 hour mark. Okay, so we need to get to 4. I forgot that Da Vinci does it this way, where it's like, it starts off like with the 1, so a 3 hour one is 4:18. Gumble Gumble, welcome in. Yeah, you join. Though we still don't have anyone in the Chiefs of the North. That's hilarious. Okay. This is where I'm gonna clip it. Nice. I'm just getting this one clip right now. But yeah, I'm gonna save it, and now we can get into the actual game. Even though... Wait, no, we can't! What? We have 3 nobles, but because y'all weren't in the Chiefs of the North for this one, we can't... We either need new person, or we need to have someone from the Chief of the North. I think wasn't Kitsune in the North? This is hilarious. Why are you... I don't want to... Why are you scanning for driver updates? No. I'm not doing that right now. Closing down on the wall. You can wait even. Yeah, it's fine. It's just hilarious. I've never seen that happen before. But congrats on 3rd. Opiko. No, right here. Right there, right there.
That was $2,000.
Okay. Just... That's the clip that I'm like, hey, that needs to... Hold on, no, why the... Shift Z. I was going to delete.
That hurt my soul.
We're gonna add that part. The coworker that has been doing my job made a big mistake and now not be fixing it per my boss. Time for him to sink and swim. Yay!
That hurt my soul.
I forgot you were editing videos. I was confused about hearing voices because I was looking at blue sky. Nice. Repo was hilarious. I unlocked new mental illness for my collected. Nice. Sadly, you got scammed. Oh no!
Just grab the base. It's no cup, but it is a vape.
Yeah.
It's no. It's no cup, but it is a vase. Where'd the vase go?
Hey, Captain Fox! Yay! You're in the north. I can actually start playing. I got the three nobles, but none of them were in the north. Save it. Begin. Can't wait for Fox to get bullied again. I need to actually remember what I'm doing. What my, what our goals are. So right now the stability is high enough for the north. Doppelganger's defiance is low enough for the east. And then corruption is for the patricians is not low enough. I'm just gonna wait for ads to run, and then I will be going through eligible options. Alrighty, so I have found 3 potential matches for you. So EP, so EP. Coffee? Coffee. I found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yay! Alright, so we have and a partner for life, to have and to hold, don't forget. Indeed, Your Majesty. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see the eligible bachelorettes. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Kestrid, firstborn daughter of the northern Captain Fox 56 clan. Apparently, she can be a little shy with strangers, but I'm sure she's wonderful when she comes out of her shell. Ears! If you're not Henry VIII. Yes! Hello, Celiac Licks. Welcome back. Alrighty. So we got the firstborn daughter of Northern Captain Fox 56's clan. Always got her nose in a book, from what I've heard. Had a bit of a controversy a while back when her clan hall burned down. Apparently her peasants were to blame. Oh! Okay, I can see the appeal, I suppose. This is Nymphadora, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Opico dynasty. According to the counts, she's a little naive. Oh, Opico. According to the canon, she's a little more naive, but that may be just compared to the utter ruthlessness of the Eastern court. She had a laboratory installed in her castle and spends most of her time there, conducting bizarre experiments. She got in some trouble with the Inquisition a while ago, but it didn't come to anything. Okay, she's an intriguing candidate. And finally, from the coast, we have Eulalia, the wealthy heiress of noble patrician Gumble Gobble's estate. She's always getting herself into trouble, for some reason or another. Her interests are typical of the coast. Money, 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 and making more of it. And apparently, she has a dark side, though I don't know much more about that. Captain's daughter had the same thing happen to her that my son did the last time. Yeah! I like the sound of her. What do you think? Of course, when picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions. but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Wait, I have an error. Yes, and your error is you're trying to wed her off to the king, Captain Fox. We Northerners are known to be lovable partners. I hold no bias. Alright, so we have Kestrid, Nymphadora, and Eulalia. Or, yeah, Eulalia. This is Kestrid, firstborn daughter of the Northern Captain Fox 56 clan. Apparently she can be a little shy with strangers, but I'm sure she's wonderful when she comes out of her shell. Yeah, so that's actually Wallace. Was it Wallace? Yeah, she's a cutie. Shofi Nymphadora. Nymphadora, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Itzilpico dynasty. According to the counts, she's a little naive, but that may be just compared to the utter ruthlessness of the Eastern courts. She had a laboratory installed in her castle and spends most of her time there conducting bizarre experiments. Okay, and then Eulalia is the one that's from the coast. She's the wealthy heiress of Gumbo Gobble. She's always getting herself into trouble for some reason or another. Also, your lemons. I'm in between. I think I've made my decision. I think either don't. Okay, so yeah. So I was looking up north, because technically with the east, with the counts, I don't want the count's defiance going down. Sort of want it to go up. At least a little bit. So I think I'm gonna go for Kestrid again. I'll go with north. Excellent. I'll make arrangements. Woo! And now I don't have to... I'm getting married. So maybe that means I won't have to do anything with the fish folk. The thin folk send a stagecoach made from a giant clam pulled by seahorses. You equip your magic breathing reed and hop inside. The clam carriage plunges back beneath the waves and you are whisked down into the murky depths. A few hours later, you arrive at the undersea citadel of kelp-woven huts. Their prince meets you at the grand table formed of knotted coral. Tiny finfolk spawnlings swim around your legs as you sit. Greetings, your majesty. We are honored to have such a prestigious visitor. Wow, this place is amazing. A whale passes overhead, momentarily dousing you in a shadow. So you're here to discuss my betrothal to Archduke Shomo and the island I'm giving him as a dowry. So he said, may I ask why do you have to give him a dowry? First of all, I must offer my congratulations. More like fine folk, am I right? Oh, wooga. What? Whoops, I just dropped a big vat of pearls. Could you pick them up for me? Or the new island could cause a war between your future husband and I. Oh my gosh. know what to pick. Pearls. This clumsy attempt at bribery is beneath both of us. I'll pretend it never happened. Wow. Okay. Thank you, and like most of my kind, I believe that Fin folk and surface folk must get along. This wedding is the first step in that process. Well, it's a very small island. The Archduke assured me it wasn't worth very much. After all, you surface folk have so much land already. Actually, the island's worth a huge amount to us. Oh, really? How interesting. The Archduke told me differently. Please just trust me. Why would I lie? I'm sorry, but why should I trust you over my own betrothed? I barely know you. You've given me much to think about, but I must go with my heart, and my heart tells me that I can trust the Archduke, which means this is goodbye. Ah, your clam coach spirits you back to the surface. As you wade into the beach, you gasp for breath. Air never tasted so good. How did it go, Your Majesty? Did you successfully seduce the fishermen? I'm not seducing them! They both, alas, the opportunity never came out. Well, that's a shame, I suppose. The Chancellor listens intently as you describe your conversation with the Fin folk. Most unfortunate, Your Majesty. The wedding will go ahead after all. At least you tried. A month later, the marriage between Archduke Shomo and the Fin folk prince goes ahead. You don't attend, of course. The new island proves to be immensely beneficial for Salish trade. They expand their operations, out competing your own merchants at every turn. Also, it's also the key military outpost. The islanders of Sal become known as the undisputed matters of the ocean, while the patricians can only seethe and cope. Famine. Oh, the coast. Oh, hello, Your Majesty. I've traveled all the way from the coast to beg you to do something about the price of grain. They said the seethe cope words. Yeah. I can't afford to feed my family. A day of back-breaking work isn't enough to buy a day's worth of bread. She's right. The grain price in the coast is beyond all control. Greedy merchants rake in profit while the common folk starve. No, my stability. Alright, so are we gonna put a cap on the price of grain, subsidize grain and ensure it's sold for half its worth, import grain from the east and distribute it for free, or the free market will correct itself in due time? Okay, so I really don't want to. I'm gonna veto this one because I'd rather kind of try to keep a good treasury. So it's A, B, or D. So A is put a cap on the price of grain. B is subsidize grain and ensure it's sold for half its worth. And D is the free market will correct itself in due time. So A is will be using authority and trying to succeed with it, and it'll do whatever. B, you're lowering the treasury lowering stability and upping farming. But that means less money in treasury means less time, more times where we have to up the tax. And then D is the free market will correct itself in due time, which will up defiance and lower stability. So we're gonna start the vote. Okay, I'm gonna give everyone a minute. Make sure that everyone who wants to get in and vote can do so. Ten seconds. And yeah, time's up. Alright, we're gonna continue and it's put a cap on the price of grain. I love the countdown! Okay, so 2 nobles voted for it. So you place a strict price cap on grain. When the wily merchants find a way around it, you order from them hanged as examples to the rest. So we passed. We passed. Trade is now struggling. This short, sharp lesson does wonders. Soon enough, grain is cheap again, and no merchant dares to say a word. Hopefully, most of the peasants will stay alive until next harvest. Okay, we're gonna end the season. So, in a dingy seaside tavern, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. Blood, ashes, damnation, sea, and storm take us all. Whatever's the matter. So, the gumble gobble. Sorry, you're plotting. I offered cash to a palace official and he acted like I was trying to give him head lice. It doesn't surprise me, the king's authority is quite respected. You're lucky he didn't turn you over to the watch. So there's no room for some good old-fashioned bribery? What in the... Sorry, this is definitely you. So there's no room for some good old-fashioned bribery? What is the world coming to? The patrician's aim is to lower authority to 4 or less. So we're still at authority. It's just going to the point of, hey, it didn't happen. Alrighty, so the current laws are veto, monarch's vote, and monarch's iron choice. So the monarch can, we have a royal gamble, which is 600 treasury if nobles vote for the selected option, if the nobles vote otherwise negative 200 treasury. If stability, if more than 50% of the nobles vote for any one option. And how nobles choose to vote is hidden from the monarch's view. I think we're gonna do the royal gamble. I think that would be good. Because I'm gonna keep the monarch's iron choice. The royal wedding. You didn't read? Your wedding to Kester is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is a giant party. We don't read, we gamble. Yeah! It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Castred at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I changed my mind. No. I do. Then I pronounce you king and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Kester, turns bright red every time a toast is called in her honor. But by the time you find yourself with Kester, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Hello? I hope you had as good a time as I did. You too. You both lapse into strained silence. Kester gulps back her wine. So tell me about yourself. Not much to tell, really. I like to read. Sorry, I know that's boring. She lapses into silence again. All attempts to get her to talk more prove fruitless, and eventually she makes her excuses and heads to the spare bedchamber. An invitation. Your Majesty, this year we'll be holding the Winterfest in my clan hall. It would be an honor if you could attend. The Winterfest? I look forward to it. Ha! I can wait. Winterfest. I can't wait. Winterfest is a special time of year, you'll see. A fateful tree? So, Your Highness, grim tidings from our new stadium. Let me guess, a collapse already? Blood and stars, I hope not. The stadium sits next to a grove of trees. There is one especially rare one, the greater arrow tree. It was planted by Queen Alma the Wise herself and stands over 200 feet tall. That's a very tall tree. It is indeed, Your Grace, but that's part of the problem. Tragically, all the visitors to our newly built stadium are disturbing the soil, and the greater arrow tree is dying. Oh no! How can the greater arrow tree in the east be protected? We can either pay Conti its Ipico to build strong fences around the tree. We can have the tree survive this long, leave it alone. Or designate a tree protected site in a official proclamation. We don't need to do that. I don't want to lose money. I don't want to have to pay. Oh, Pico, you don't need more money. You're good. Alright, we are voting. B or C. The tree has survived this long, leave it alone, which uses stability. And C is designate the tree a protected site in an official proclamation, which uses authority. And we're gonna give everyone 1 minute. What? Yeah, you need to keep defiance down. Casually sabotaging myself. Nice. Now a verse from her collected tale in Fate Nightshade's realm. Chat's a lively stream. A cutie pie and lemons, the chat's dream team. North and East, a corgi debate. Heirs and marriages, Captain Fox's fate. Stability wavers, votes fly like darts. Countdowns tick down as unity departs. Gambling over reading, a jest so sly. In the castle of kings where the nobles die. Alrighty. We're gonna use authority. Voting has closed. Ow. So after your proclamation, people give the greater arrow tree a wide berth. Fearing for their necks, it recovers its health and flourishes, casting the stadium in sun-dappled shadow. It becomes a symbol not only of the reign of Queen Alma the Wise, but of your wisdom in protecting your kingdom's natural beauty. And season, seeking a simulacron. So far in the east, Ithapico is hosting a dinner party in their castle with a few designated guests. You said you had a surprise for me? So the authority, yeah, it was just, it's kind of random when it does do random stuff. I don't think it lowered anything. Indeed, and here it is, behold. Your Grace, what are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry, I hope you didn't overhear any... Aha! Quit babbling, you blowhard. This isn't the king, it's a peasant who's the king's spitting image. Blood and stars, and just in time, the spymaster trusts us, and we can move to the next phase. Kidnapping the king and putting this fool in his place. How did we manage that? We need the kingdom to be in utter chaos, bad enough that the king's objection can slip past unnoticed. For the next stage of this game, the council must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Up in the north, Chief Silly Alex is hosting a grand feast at their clan hall. Dogs, no! Our plans are going better than expected. The Spymaster thinks that all is well within the kingdom, and while the cat's away, the mice shall play. Please don't refer to us as mice. We're honorable warriors. There's no honor in politics, my friend. Our next step is to replace the palace watch with our own agents. We already control the honor guard. If we can buy the loyalty of the watch, we will have complete control of the palace. For the next stage of their scheme, the chiefs must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough, Silly Alex. Good luck. Yeah. Luna, you're fine. A proposition. No! I don't want to be May. Your Majesty, I have an idea. The best since lined parchment, I dare say. An expedition to Chur. Sounds churlish. Don't be so quick to judge. I implore you. The great unexplored and untamed wilderness far across the eastern sea awaits. You have a lot of wealth at the moment, Your Highness. It's just sitting around collecting dust. No, it's not. I'm keeping it away from Silly Alex. Why not make a sound investment and send explorers to Chur? Who knows what they might find? Treasure, rare materials, ancient history, a new disease. She's a bit too animated when she says the word disease. I'm not wasting money on such a risk. She looks crestfallen but nods curtly. Very well, Your Highness. Your pile of gold will remain a pile. Perhaps another time. Yeah, no, we're not wasting money right now. A brand new harvester. Your esteemed Highness, the scholars and great thinkers of the North have invented a new farming implement. Some kind of horse-drawn machine that automatically reaps and threshes grain. They call it a wheat eater. And it's revolutionary agriculture. They'll quit creeping me. It would be a great use to us in the coast. Our farms are struggling to keep up with the demand, you know. We'll not share the designs with the likes of you, Coastal Leech. Our people worked hard on that machine. We deserve to reap its reward, not you. Oh, and now it's Fox. Captain Fox is going after everyone else. So, we should... designs for this northern reaping machine be shared with other regions. Force the chiefs to distribute the designs. Compensate the chiefs for the invention and share it with the other regions. C is leave the machines in the north only. Or we're going to halt production of these machines. They'll be affront to honest farmers everywhere. Alright. Force the chiefs to distribute the designs. Leave the machines in the north only. Halt the production of these machines. They're an affront to honest farmers everywhere. One minute. He's serious, like, you a friend. You a friend. It literally works against you. Does it? No, I don't think it works. They are the patricians, so it's like it doesn't affect them. Alrighty. So this is cruel counsel. Our people need those machines, but these greedy dogs get bored and watch us suffer. You do? I can send you the file. It gives Defiance of the North, which is 0, and gives farming for everyone. I mean, it's farming for everyone, but it doesn't. I don't know how that would hinder someone right now, because they need their authority down, and that's not happened. Thank you for the head pats. But the noble patrician Gumble Gobble, please fall on deaf ears. While farmers in the north continue to reap the benefits of the wheat eaters, other regions stagnate. Hey! Quit! Contested rep. Okay, so an opportunity, Your Highness. A Earth ship sunk last week, just off our coast. I request permission to salvage the wreckage. Cursed vessels are always full of valuable things. Wait. Oh, hi, Surrey. It might be off your coast, but it's in our waters. Why? Why? Yeah, because you're not trying to get May. But you ceded those waters years ago in exchange for a chest of silver. You were having money problems, Your Highness, esteemed council. Don't let this liar fool you. Okay. Oh my goodness, so many. Okay. So we have allow the chiefs to salvage the ship, allow the patricians to salvage the ship, salvage the ship but return any bounty to Kurth, and leave the wreck alone. So one thing I'm gonna do is royal gamble on salvage the ship, or allow the patricians to salvage the ship. Oh, nice. Alright, so I'm going to do a countdown. Because we still have one more person that can vote. I accept as the sole northerner. Because I want to make sure that everyone who's actually here is able to vote. Yeah, there is another northerner. It's Captain Fox. Yeah, so we're kind of waiting. Are they even? Are you sure they're even? They were here earlier. It didn't say anything about even. Okay. Good. Yay! Treasury went up because of the gamble. I gambled. I don't know, I was joking because I wish I was even. Oh. What? But it's our waters. Sorry. Defiance is up. Defiance is down in the coast. That was part of it, is I didn't want the patricians. Treasury is now Treasury is now 6,400. Move over. The council's word is final, isn't it? The operation goes ahead and yields a great bounty for the patricians. Spice from Atesh, Salish, pearls, and a strange music box that sends everyone to sleep. It worked! Some patricians' wealth has increased. Good job. Down with the silly with me being here. What? What? Wait, what? Hold on, host message. What? No! Huh? Okay, so Automod, like, took it, and it didn't even light up anything. It didn't even say anything was bad about it. It just said smart detection. Beta. It just didn't like it, Opigo. It doesn't like you. Okay, so we have an auction going on right now. So, right now we have a fortress, a grand bazaar, aqueduct, prison, cathedral, and a theater. Use your personal wealth to bid on buildings, and only the 2 highest funded will be built. Use the command !fund XY, where X is the character code and Y is the amount you're pledging. Not yet. It's not started yet. Now it's gonna start. His face guard saw her shame and tried to stop it. You have basically that long. When the timer goes out, you're done. Like, no more. Okay. So now we have ENF, Cathedral and the Theater. Which will up faith and down authority. Which patricians are very trying to do. You can also down stability somewhere and up military and up farming and up trade. Gatorsuri did their entire fortune. You are now the poorest, yes. Why didn't it? Interesting. Oh, it's about a 10-second delay. So I need to start the countdown about 10 seconds before I actually start the bidding. Okay. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, we up faith and down stability. That's better than what I thought it was gonna be. Okay. So, about your heir. Yay! Your marriage to Kessard has grown stale. Oh, and get along... you get along well enough, and you may... I feel like that is always it grows stale. Stop! She cares more about her stupid books than your happiness, but sparks or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair, but something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're, okay, or the youngest of your many cousins. My wife and I will have a child together. No, so depending on... the stage, it depends on what you're focusing on. So you don't need to lower you don't need stability anymore. Yeah. A ghoulish problem. Your Majesty, we are having terrible problems in the east. The people have lost faith in the ninth god, and the churches are being left to crumble. But without priests to perform the rites, the dead are rising as ghouls from their abandoned crypts. There have been 9 attacks in the last week alone. The dead are rising! The dead are rising! Calm down, Your Majesty. For now, the incidents are confined to the east. We must remind the eastern folk that they are lost without the ninth to protect them, especially once they've passed. Okay, what can be done to prevent the dead from coming back as ghouls in the east? Hello, Kinder. Welcome in. OP God, not go away. You are now in the east. So. With Opiko. Opiko is your noble friend. So, are we going to send more priests to the east? Are we going to create bodies in the east instead of burying them? Are you going to hire adventurers to eradicate the ghouls, or employ the ghouls as your source of cheap labor? Let's see. I do not want authority going down. But I also don't want treasury going down. I think I'm going to focus on that. We're not gonna let authority go down. Alrighty. I'm not gonna do a countdown. Because since no matter if anyone else, like if Captain Fox basically. What can be done to prevent the dead from coming back?
Ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
Yes. The most ingenious Eastern merchants set their minds to finding a use for the walking, snarling, biting dead. It proves difficult to teach them shoemaking and embroidery. It is a complete non-starter. Yeah, who cares about ghoul rights? In the end, the best use of ghouls turn out to be chaining them inside a giant wheel and using them to power a mill. They're slow but tireless. Who cares if a few farmers get bitten once in a while? So the farming is up, trade is up, and stability is up. Welcome back, Captain Fox. Pico. Of course, the Archbishop decries it as an abomination and an offense into the ninth, but he says the same thing about tea on Wednesdays. No, so, Opiko, the ones that have percentages are just the if you're going to succeed or not. If you succeed, usually that goes up. And like maybe you tried to, but it doesn't always tell you what is going to. Man-based campaigns are different. We will win if we somehow have the king go broke. Yes, Captain Fox, your whole goal is to get the treasury down. But I have a lot of treasury because of my first generation. Pardon me, Your Highness, but the terrible blight has been affecting our turnip crop in the north. Why should I care about turnips? Gods be good, Your Majesty. Thousands of people rely on turnips for their daily meals. And what can we do about it? It breaks my heart, Your Majesty, but we need to abandon the harvest and raise the affected crops. Hopefully that will contain the spread, though it'll mean a hard winter. Don't listen to these ignorant villagers, Your Majesty. They're overreacting as usual. Burning the crops would cause far more famine than it would prevent. Okay. We can't pray to the ninth because your faith is too low. So right now it's raise the blighted turnip crop, which will down the wealth, up defiance, down farming, or harvest as much as possible, down defiance, down farming. Honestly? I know you probably don't want your wealth going down, so I will do Monarch's Iron Choice to give an extra boost and authority. Start vote. Ads. Oh no! Yeah, no, you don't want your wealth to go down, so if you pick the second one, your wealth won't go down. Well, never. Okay, you should be back from now. Hey, Captain Fox. Guess what? You can actually roll a d20 or a d6. Oh, roll one autos to roll a d20. Nice, because there's no one dice. So so there's like 2 is one side dice is best one. Yes, but you rolled a 2. Because it's a default. Basically, it's like if you don't hit any of the other numbers, it's gonna auto to a. Yeah, that's a coin. So you can do coin flips. You can basically do like any. It's like a random number generator, but you can use it as dice. We're gonna be doing it for D&D, like for like if people like Surrey was the rolled for the mimic for us. In our last campaign, which that's in 2 more weeks. So in 2 weeks, We'll do the next episode of that. Alright. Yay, authority went up. The nobles approve, though the farmers shake their heads. A warn of dire times to come. Hello, Lilt, welcome in. And they're right. The blight continues to spread at an alarming rate. Soon the whole turnip's harvest is black, shriveled, and inedible. Alright, we're gonna end the season. In the darkest depths of the eastern forest, Itzapico has gathered their fellow plotters around the mossy stone obelisk. The kingdom's not exactly peaceful, but there's still no way we can stage the abduction of the king without being noticed. We need chaos. The Count's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. Basically, they're just reiterating, like, hey, you need to lower the stability. But oh, Pico, I'm sorry. The game is really trolling you right now. The Palace Watch won't accept our bribes. The treasury's practically overflowing. They don't need our money. Yes. Yes, we don't need it. And I suppose they ran straight to the Spy Master to blab about it too. Dang our luck. Is this the end? Did Volter give up after his first defeat at the hands of the Eater of the Sun? We will buy time and strike again when the king least expects it. The chief's aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. The game is trolling everyone. Okie dokie, let's take a look. On, So the chiefs make 500 wealth harvesting rare mushrooms. The other nobles gain 200 wealth. So the north is gaining the most money. Just do bribe for all. We'll see. I need to look. Defiance. The treasury will go down though. Thank you for the follow, Kendo. Welcome in. You are now a wolf pup. Bribes don't work on me. Alright, noted, Surrey. You are the poorest of them all. But there's unrest. And you're trying to take my money. Okay, so... Hello, Bad Decisions. Welcome in. You are now a part of the coast. The coast, you're trying to lower authority. Look at her defiance, we love you. Take the clothes out. Distracted. I guess I can do... If I do that, how low will it get? It will get down to 4,300. But Surrey talked about not needing a bribe, so... But you're also making 500 though, North. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Because look, you're making a ton of money with the 500 wealth from rare mushrooms. Here. I will be... Yeah. I don't know why the farming's so low, but they've been making so much farming. Oh, it's the trade. It's the trade bonus. You're dying of hunger. Really? None of this will... I mean, that's why I'm not imposing a tax on yours now. Here. I did impose a really high tax on the counts last time, so I'll put them down. But everyone else will be common. So only 100 will be lost. There you go. Only 100 will be lost from everyone else. Okay. Okay, philanthropist. Your Majesty, we have a problem in the north, though I'm not sure how much of a problem yet. Of course we have a problem. Have you seen the north recently? What are you talking about? What I know is this. The north is in the middle of a famine. The peasants are starving in their hovels. Even most of the chiefs are eating bread and drinking water. But Chief's Captain Fox 56 is an exception. He's one of the wealthiest nobles in the north. No, he's not! No, this is an inside job, Opiko. And he's importing corn from Tavalion in huge quantities. He's distributing it among the peasants for free. How is that a problem? The common folk now love him as a result. All across the north, peasants are comparing Chief Captain Fox to their king. The comparison is unflattering to you. I don't know if Chief Captain Fox 56 intended for this to happen, but the common folk, and even some of the soldiers, are talking about rising up and putting him on the throne. What do you suggest I do? Order him to stop distributing food. It's harsh, and it'll nip this in the bud. Or you could use your own funds to mount a relief effort that makes this look piddly in comparison. Of course, you'll need council approval either way. Very well, assemble the council. Honorable nobles of the council, I beseech you, let me continue my good work. All I'm doing is feeding the hungry because of the king was letting them starve. No, wasn't letting you starve. Call it a diet? Yeah, call it a diet. Alright, so I don't want authority going down. I'm gonna vote on that one. I veto that one. Alright. B is order him to stop distributing food. C is mount a massive relief efforts in the north. Oh! I'm going to have a 1-minute countdown. To see if any more people want to vote. It's the final countdown. Yeah. Stop. Voting is tied. Honestly, I don't need stability going down anymore. So I will mount a massive relief effort in the north. It's only 2 grand. Not completely cruel. You spare no expense. A fleet of wagons groaning under the weight of grain make the journey from the capital to the north. Everyone forgets about Captain Fox's efforts, which are minor in comparison, and the peasants, no longer on the brink of starvation, can focus on plowing the fields. We're gonna do the songstress. Your Serene Highness, a bard who calls herself the Songstress, has been making waves in the coast. Her performances are attracting huge crowds, so huge that there have been brawls and stampedes as people push closer to the stage. There have been no deaths yet, but it's only a matter of time. With every concert, the riots get worse. What can we do to nip this in the bud? Okay, what should be done about the growing popularity of the songstress? We can either ban her from performing, which would lower defiance, ensure her shows have adequate security, lower military, invite her to the palace for a private show, up defiance, or this is not a matter for the council's attention, which would lower stability but up defiance. Wow! So honestly, I don't mind either way, but I know the stability going down is what people want, so I'm gonna do Monarch's Iron Choice on that. So A, ban her from performing. B, ensure her shows have adequate security. C, invite her to a palace for a private show. Or D, this is not a matter for council's attention. Stability's looking a little high. Yeah, totally. Alright. Yes, but there's nothing else. Stability, like, anywhere else is, you know, authority. Like, this is the only thing that's, like, helping at least someone. we're gonna need to come down a few pegs. Very well, I suppose we'll just let this bard continue to stir up chaos on my lands. Hey Sky, welcome in. If you would like... Oh my gosh, why is the thing gone? There you go. If you want to join, you can type !join and then pronoun. You can add your pronoun after join in Twitch chat to join the game as a noble. Then yeah, now you are in the game. You are in the north. I mean, it's not really a council. It's not for the government. It's not... Okay. Winterfest. After weeks of leading your baggage train along perilous mountains roads, you finally arrive at the snow-swept clan hall of Chief Silly Alex. The hall is crammed with all the chiefs of the north sitting cheek to cheek along tables groaning under the weight of food and ale. Welcome, your majesty, to my humble hall. Take a seat, grab a drink. So I play as a monarch. Chat is the nobles, and the nobles are trying to overthrow me. Yeah, so I'm trying to win, and y'all are trying to... And I actually won the first generation, so I'm actually playing as my kid. And now he's the king. How the streamer wins is I get an heir, and then I have an ambition that I have to, like, either up authority, up stability, up trade, like, up something. Yes, feed on my retirement. Where the nobles, like right now, the north is trying to lower the kingdom's treasury to 1,500 or less. The authority is trying to, their scheme is corruption. They're trying to lower the authority. That's not happening. And then, the doppelganger, you have, like, basically 3 stages. It is customary at Winterfest to exchange gifts with the host. What did you bring? Okay, so let's see. A casket overflowing with sapphires, an axe with an emerald-encrusted shaft, a champion war horse, nothing, or some silk fine pajamas. I am going to say that because I kind of want some fine silk pajamas because I don't want my treasury going down as much. It's the thought that counts. After that, the feast lasts long into the night. The fires roars, the bards sing songs of the old days, and a lake of ale is consumed. A couple hours in, you are extremely, extremely drunk, a little merry, or still stone cold sober. A little merry. As Winterfest draws on, the snow piles up outside the doors. The mood in the hall turns raucous. Your memory's blotchy, but you distinctly recall getting into a fight, taking part in a contest, or leading the entire hall in song. Leading the entire hall in song! The chiefs roar alongside you, full-throated as you sing the stirring battle songs of the north long into the night. The next morning, the chiefs are scattered around the hall, groaning and nursing their hangovers. Your own hangover isn't too bad, but the thought of the voyage home makes you wince. You bid farewell to the chiefs and begin the long, perilous journey back to the capital. Okay, end season. One of the things that can happen... You had a fun scare? Oh! One thing is that you can rebel when your defiance is higher than authority and stability. That's gonna take a while. I am going to adopt the Monarch's Golden Choice. Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Why can't I? You already have the maximum number of adopted laws. Please choose what. I'm trying! There you go, roll again. Okay. Devotion, beached whale. Alright! Yes, Go has a good class, Captain Fox. Let's go to pointless parades. Your Majesty, I worry that our newly built stadium in the east is encouraging bad habits among the eastern soldiers. They're getting complacent. Too much time is devoted to the pointless parades and chest thumping and flag waving. We need fighters who know how to use their pole arms, not just polish them. How do the counts feel about this? By the blood of the dead, we like the parades. They're a perfect demonstration of Eastern military might. Send me over there. I can toughen up these soldiers again. First step, shut down the parades. Oh, hi! One of the managers on the dock spotted my arm. I sent you a picture of what I'm talking about. Hold on. It's getting better, but still burns. Oh, okay, so, I instantly ran to a friend to get Benadryl from him, and then to the bathroom to wash off my arm. It's getting better, but still burns. Ooh. Let me take a look. Ow. Yeah, that's why you're not supposed to be in the warehouse. Oh, no! I might need to up my mic. Hold on. I need to up my mic. My kids messed with it. Okay. Yeah, my kids messed with my mic. Okay. Hold on. No. No, that's the mic. Hello, 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 hello. Why isn't it changing? Like, okay. I can up the mic a little bit. Alright. So, we're gonna start, send the marshal to replace the parades with a rigorous training regimen. Actually double the number of Eastern parades. Or unleash monsters into the stadium during the next parade. I'm gonna double the number of Eastern parades. I fixed my water bottle, or more precisely seal. It had a bit left from the factory that was supposed to be cut off there, but it was on and it made seal not work. Oh, I had an incident of it a few years ago and I still haven't fully healed in certain parts of my hand. Ooh. Excuse me, who would vote for C? I do not know. Let's start the vote. That's why my own choice is the B. To actually double the number of Eastern parades. Oh, Pico? I feel like you would want your parades, right? So you're voting to get rid of your parade. Oh well. Listen, never said that I need him. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll fix the leaky boat. You mean I won't get to watch my shiny soldiers march around anymore? Blood and such. This is funny! Kender, you're the one that were like, do not take away our parades, but then you voted to take away the parade. That is funny. The marshal proves as good as her word. Once she arrives in the east, she has the soldiers crossing assault courses instead of parade grounds. Her efforts quickly pay off. However, the peasant folk who enjoy the parades almost as much as the counts rumble with discontent. Because the soldiers are less visible than before, rumors spread that the army is weaker, even though you know they're better than ever. That's the so-called wisdom of the crowds, you suppose. Your August Majesty, ignore everything I said about the songstress. I was completely wrong. Oh, really? I hired her for a private performance to see what all the fuss was about, and by sea and storm, I've never heard anything so beautiful. I was so moved, I immediately gave her all my money and the keys to my villa. Your name is perfect. Bad decisions. You made a bad decision and gave away your entire fortune. All of your money. Your keys to your house. So, I think she played you. Wait, what? Better name, I know, right? Yes, I'm living in the servants' quarters now, but it was worth it to hear her say. So, you heard her say, she's living in your house and you're living in the servants' quarters. Got it! You simply must invite her to the palace for a performance. Your Majesty, this is deeply suspicious. We need to do something. I know, right? Yeah, that one is something that I think I could get in trouble for if I did allow it. So I'm going to deny it just because we might get in trouble for that one. Especially since we're family friendly. Honey and Luna, stop! You are fine! Alright, what should be done about the songstress enchanting members of the council? We can invite the songstress to the palace for a private show, order the spy master to investigate this phenomenon, ban her music, or send an assassin to get rid of... Okay, I'm going to veto send an assassin, because I don't want to lose more money. Weirdly enough, I've seen it as a name for my tier 3 sub, and they didn't care. Interesting. Start vote. One minute countdown. Wait. I think that technically is everyone, right? Yeah, because Captain Fox left. Okay. I wish there was a way to cancel the countdown. Like, okay. So investigate her. Absurd. The songstress has done nothing wrong. Oh, really?
I got my ears and tail.
Oh, really bad decisions. Done nothing wrong. You lost your house and all your money. Don't worry, Your Majesty. I'll get to the bottom of this. Thank you, Spy Master. The beached whale. So, it's fine. Your August Majesty, a great big whale washed up on the coast right outside my villa. However, before I could order my servants to... It's not your villa anymore. You can't afford to deal with it. It's not your villa anymore. It's the songstress villa. However, before I could order my servants to harvest its blubber, a finfolk crawled up onto the sand. It begged me for an audience with the king. Finfolk, what's that? No, I know exactly what... Oh, I've always wanted to meet one of the denizens of the sea. Tell me... Wait. I'm gonna be like, pretend I just don't know. Yeah, what servants? Apologies, Your Serene Highness. Your worst fears are realized when a frog-faced, green-skinned man waddles in, his flippers slapping against the marble. Your Majesty, you must not allow Lord Patrician Bad Decision go to kill Callum. Callum is the wise and gentle whale, a great friend of the Finfolk. In what way is the whale your friend? She keeps the sharks away, banishes our gloom with her beautiful songs, and provides us with her bounteous milk. So I don't know if you were here earlier. I don't know how long, like, I think you weren't here at this part, but there was an entire thing of the Finfolk marrying someone, and I was sent to go and try to seduce the Finfolk, and I went, I don't wanna. Is the songstress the whale? Ooh, maybe? She keeps the sharks away and provides with her bounteous milk. I regret asking. Please return her to the waters where she was born. Or, and hear me out, Your August Majesty. We could strip down the whale to its component parts and make a fortune. Who cares what these fish-faced fools think? Ooh, okay. So Lord Patrician Bad Decisions go can slaughter and harvest. That would up, and that would down Defiance and down Farming. I'm gonna bribe. It's a bribe. We're bribing. Yeah, what if the whale is your songstress? No, she told me. It would be a very bad decision to give your whole money and a house to a whale as they live in the water. You would have gotten money up here, though, if you would have come up here. Would have gained money. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so Sky, Opico, Ken, Gumble Gobble. Is Gumble Gobble still here? They did vote last time. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a countdown. 1 minute. Oh, there you are. Okay, so there they are. Alright, just wanted to make sure everyone was able to vote. By the 9th, I can't believe this. How could you take the fishman's side over your own citizens? I was trying to bribe everyone to, like, I didn't do that. You can take it up with your fellow councilmen. Thank you, your majesty. The Finn folk owe you a great debt. Using a crane and a team of oxen, the great whale is lifted and placed upon wooden rollers. Without ceremony, it is plopped back into the ocean, where it splashes its tail and sprays water in apparent gratitude. No, like all the other nobles. From that point on, coastal fishermen report that their catches have nearly doubled. The grateful Finn folk literally herd fish towards their nests. The coasts come back? Yeah. End season! Okay. Your heir! Yay! Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to... The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My daughter. Get this smothering pillow? No! The assembled nobles break out into a polite applause, but designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Alright! Have a good time, Suri. Your Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on your birth of your daughter. What is her name? Queen Alphaba the Third. Or, technically, Faba. I could be Faba. I hate this heir. They made stability go up. Don't you need stability to go up? Grow to be the chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. Oh, you're right. You do need it to go down. Well, yeah. Okay. Your Serene Highness, will you tell these superstitious counts to get over themselves and let us harvest their trees? We need the wood for your craftspeople. Bad decisions is just trying to make everyone mad. I've told you 1,000 times, Lord Patrician, that forest is thoroughly haunted. You'll dang us all if you go logging there. Why is that even allowed in the gym? I don't know. You also owe your money to the songstress. But you told us the logging contract and said contract has no exclusions for haunting. Your Serene Highness, the counts can't be allowed to wiggle out of their commitments. So, let's look. The patricians have a contract and may go logging. Let them harvest the lumber but share the proceeds with the counts. Turn the forest into a joint coastal eastern hunting reserve. Or fence the area off to make sure no one goes near it. I'm going to veto this because I don't want authority going down. Start. Rude. A is the patricians have a contract that may go logging. B is let them harvest the lumber but share the proceeds of the counts. C is fence the area off to make sure no one goes near it. Okay. Gumbo gobble. Freedom! Okay, so it's a tie. We're gonna succeed more with authority. Boop. But my lumber, I paid for that. Give it a rest, won't you? The council has spoken, and it's for your own good. When it's clear the council won't reconsider the position, Lord Patrician Bad Decisions Ghost slinks back to the coast. The haunted forest falls back into obscurity and legend. Pish posh, there's no ghosts. Oh, the songster's secret! Your spy master silently appears at your desk. She has returned from her mission to investigate the songstress, and you scan her for signs that she's lost her will. Please tell me you found something. What? Have you gone deaf? She pulls out a pair of plugs out of her ears. The songstress is a witch, drawing power from her lyre. It's made from magical wood, some wizard who accidentally turned himself into a tree. When she sings while playing the lyre, people obey, but without that, she's nothing. So, we can either send coastal soldiers with earplugs to arrest her, hire a thief to swap the magic lyre for a mundane one, have a deaf crossbowman snipe her from a distance, or allow the songstress to keep playing. So I think what I'll do is... Hello, Lionheart! You want Bad to have their love alive? You are with the counts. You're in the east. So you're trying to get stability to go down. So I'm gonna bribe people to do it. You'll get money. Yeah, you're with your people again. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We still have one more. You think Jim cooked, really? Okay, so... That should be everyone. For the next few months, the songstress roves the coast unchallenged. Her shows spark huge riots, and she openly refers to herself as the true queen. Honey, stop! Under the spell of her magical lyre, thousands of coastal peasants happily hand over their meager gold. Farms and small businesses go bankrupt. Eventually, she retreats to a private island to live a life of luxury with her thousands of brainwashed devotees. She doesn't emerge to bother you again. Why would she need to? Nothing about bad decision. I guess maybe you stuck around. Honey, no! Alrighty. So, we're going to start the auction. Nobles use their personal wealth to bid on buildings, and the only two highest funded will be built. Using the command !fund XY, where X is the character code, where A, B, C, D, E, or F, and Y is the amount you're pledging. Yeah. So I am going to start a countdown. Let's start the auction. Wait. Why did it go to slow mode? No, 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 wait. Who put it in slow mode? Is it not in slow mode? Twitch glitch. Yeah, it's OBS glitch. Because OBS is telling me that it's in slow mode. Good. Okay, I was so confused. Okay. No one else can rebel. Patricians are on the verge of rebelling. If you rebel, just knowing, if you rebel, you do your scheme does pause. My ambition. Okay. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the greatest king who ever lived. You're well on track to achieve that aim. Well done, Your Majesty. Yeah, you don't have the army to rebel yet, yeah. But to shut down your nobles scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. We should crush these disloyal nobles, smash their armies, and force them to submit. On the other hand, Your Majesty, if you help us spread the... Hello, thank you for the follow, anime. Ads. On the other hand, Your Majesty, if you help us spread the zeal of the Ninth God, the Church will lead our full support. Okay. Ooh. Faith is bad. So Opiko, so welcome in anime. Thank you for the follow. You are now a wolf pup. Opiko, Spikebot is basically just an account that I made, and then I'm using so Spikebot is Frosty. Frosty uses you can have Frosty use Spikebot, as well as anything that goes through my streamer bot is used by Spikebot as well. So anything that goes through streamer.bot, and then the mascot is named Spike, which is why we made a Spikebot. So it's like our little wolf is talking. Oh, I'm... Authority and military. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll be putting together my plans, but of course it won't be easy. Your priority is to raise your authority in the kingdom's overall military as much as you can. And of course there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. I will be raiding off really soon. I usually have to raid off by 9, and it's 8:56. So, honestly, I'm gonna finish off this season, and then I will be raiding off. Because, kids will be up soon. Your Majesty, I have a proposition for you. As we all know, you are the greatest king who has ever lived, but you've been locking a lot of people up. No, I haven't! Which is your right, of course, only many of them, potion. Hey, get down! We're up. Yeah, I got my tail. Which are the petty, many of them are the pettiest of criminals. There are thousands locked up for illegally dumping human waste, for example. What? Morning. Most of them would make good laborers and farm hands, which we sorely need in the north. Perhaps we can work out a deal. I do plan on going into the Sentinel hangout after stream. Kitchen, so. Most of them would make good laborers and farm hands, which would sorely need in the north. Perhaps we can work out a deal. Okay, so are we going to accept gold in exchange for petty prisoners, donate the prisoners for free, or keep the waste dumpers where they are? I'm going to veto that. Third vote. So A is accept gold in exchange for petty prisoners, and C is keep the waste dumpers where they are. You also realize that doesn't do much because stability in the north is already low. Alright. You suffer a number of glaring stares from the northern benches. Word spread of your uncompromising nature. Stability is now teetering. Overall stability will be at a 4 now. That is true, I guess. Oh, I thought that said defiance. But your greatness, last week a mysterious wanderer visited the grand bazaar we built in the north. She claimed to be from the distant cloaked city of Saracon and said she'd have a number of magical artifacts for sale, but wizard law forbids the unlicensed trade of magical items. I thought the cloaked city was a myth. The wizard city of Saracon is far off Valimar, and the far off Valimar is the subject of many legends, but that doesn't mean it's a myth. I humbly request that the council grant our grand bazaar a license so the north may benefit from the wanderer's magic. Traits actually pretty well, so we can do that. You'll get money if you vote for grant the Grand Bazaar a magic license. Yep, definitely ending after this, season, just because kids are already walking in. So thank you, my fellow members of the council. Chief Silly Alex travels back to the Grand Bazaar and leads negotiations with the Sarkanese warriors. The wanderers' items prove prohibitively expensive. By pooling their wealth, the chiefs can afford only a single item. But a very useful one. It's a skeletal hand that can, once a week, summon a horde of ghostly warriors to overwhelm a meaningful foe. Oh my gosh, that made military skyrocket. Unlimited power, if only we had the other hand. You can't rebel. Silly. Yeah, you need defiance. Your defiance is at 0. You need at least 7. You need 7 of defiance. Alright, we're gonna end the season. Let's see. Alright, so the Opiko, the kingdom's on the brink of chaos. It's perfect. We have to strike. What do you intend us to do? Swoop in and kidnap the king in full view of the honor guard and the palace watch? No, of course not. We need to use the chaos to our advantage. We have 2 options. Alright, you can either lure the king to the east and abduct him there, so raise your own defiance, or manufacture a food crisis and kidnap the king during the relief efforts. Lower own farming. Sounds like Genie's lamp. Yeah. Alright, continue. We need to convince the king that the East is on the verge of rebellion. In the current climate, he'll be forced to make a diplomatic visit to smooth things over. That's when we strike. One king enters a peace tent, and another king leaves. For the final stage of their scheme, the counts must raise their defiance to at least 5, but without starting rebellion. So you can't start a rebellion if you want to raise it to at least 5. Okay, so let's see. I am going to actually help out the patricians. And the counts. I'm gonna tax the chiefs. Hey, your defiance is 0. It's good. No, I'm not gonna cruel tax you. No, I'm sorry. The annoying thing is that we're near the end. And so what I'll do is I'll probably play this Monday. So this is where it's more of a I have to end. Because I have to start school with my boys. And get them breakfast and all that. But so on Monday, I think I'll do King of the Castle Monday morning. Just send your kids to the east. I wish my parents are in the east, on the East Coast. But yeah, so how it will be is on Monday morning, I will be playing it, and then when I'm done, I think I'll take a break and play maybe Fall Guys. No terrible idea. I'm not a teacher. Take care of yourself. Thank you. Yeah, so we'll put playing Monday. But so tonight, me, May, Solo, and Gray will be playing something. I don't know what it is, but we will be streaming tonight, as well as I might be streaming tomorrow with my husband Solo. So that is always an if, because it depends. What the dog doing? The dog is sleeping right now. Well, more so whining and then falling asleep. But hello, anime. Welcome in. We will be live tonight and possibly tomorrow. And then we'll be back on Monday for this game. Let me look to see exactly who I want to raid. Let's raid Scoodles. They are one of our cibbies. Thank you for the hydrate. They are playing Marvel Rivals. But yeah, they're one of our siblings in the internal family. So yeah, be back tonight and possibly tomorrow. So until next time, bye.